Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2001 playoffs in Payoff Pitch Baseball. We are moving over to the American League tonight for Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the AL East champion Tampa Bay Devil Rays and the AL Central champion Cleveland Indians, as Philip Reynolds is first to join us here at Jacobs Field. Game 1 of the Division Series. This should be a good one between the middle two teams in the American League. Let's take a look at the updated brackets coming out of the weekend. In wildcard action, we saw the Houston Astros defeat the Florida Marlins to get to the San Francisco Giants, but the Giants were the ones who won a nail-biter in San Francisco. They will play the Colorado Rockies in the Division Series. Their Game 1 is tomorrow night. As for the series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Montreal Expos, the Expos actually pulled off a shocker and stole home field from the Brewers last night with a 9-2 victory. We're, of course, playing the Indians and the Devil Rays tonight, and Game 1 between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers will be on Thursday night. So stay to the channel. We've got plenty of great 2001 playoff baseball action. We're expecting a sellout here at Jacobs Field for Game 1, so let's jump right into the action. Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians tonight is Bartolo Colon. 14-12 with a 4.09 ERA. 222 and a third innings pitched, 220 hits, 26 homers, 90 walks, and 201 strikeouts in 2001. Let's meet the Indians lineup. He is charged with keeping in check tonight. Leading off for the Devil Rays, we've got Brent Abernathy at second base. Aubrey Huff is at third base. Ben Grieve is in left field. Greg Vaughn is your designated hitter. Chris Gomez is at shortstop. Jose Guillen is in right field. Wait. Hold on. Something's wrong with my lineup here. Hold on. I gotta fix something here. Because I just realized I've got Jose Guillen on here twice. I think I see the problem. I'm using my scorebook to keep everything. Okay. Alright. I see what I did here. I just had a player on here twice. Steve Cox is at first base. Jason Tyner is in center field. And John Flaherty is catching for the Devil Rays. Leading off for the Devil Rays is Brent Abernathy, and I just realized I need to take care of something else here. So, actually, no, I don't. That is all taken care of. I was checking to make sure my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Brent Abernathy for the Devil Rays. 3 homers, 20 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Like I said, the blue and white D6s are going to get a workout here in the postseason. We are also using red dice tonight as the Indians are the home team. Game 1 of the American League Division Series. Home field advantage is not sacred, as the Expos showed us last night against the Brewers. Colon will get the sign from Einar Diaz. Which team will take Game 1 and will take the tempo, will take the psychological advantage? Only the dice know, and in order to find out what story the dice want to tell tonight, we have to go to the first pitch, so let's play some playoff ball. And we will get started with a 7. That's a patient 88. Abernathy is not that patient against a righty. That'll get bounced over to short. Waiting for that one tonight is going to be John McDonald. He'll make the throw over to first for out number 1. And we are underway here at Jacobs Field. Digital Diamond is being a little bit difficult there. Aubrey Huff, now the batter, with 1 out in the inning. 7 homers, 17 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Colon will get the sign from McDonald. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 17, and the Devil Rays are going to draw first blood with a boom! High, deep, gone. Home run, Aubrey Huff. Devil Rays waste no time taking the lead. 1-0 Tampa Bay. Stadium groans. Ugh. Ben Grieve, now the batter. 8 homers, 63 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Cologne pitched a grapefruit. Huff turned it into fruit salad, and it's 1-0 Tampa Bay. Cologne will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 59. Called strike 3 on Grieve. Strike 3, that's out number 2. First strikeout of the night by Cologne. Slider catches the zone for out number 2. Greg Vaughn, now the batter. 21 homers, 47 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Cologne will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is an in-play 81. That'll be way too high. That'll be grounded over to short. Waiting for that is McDonald. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. But the Devil Rays strike first here in the top of the first. 1 run, 1 hit, a solo bomb by Aubrey Huff. And after half an inning, it is Tampa Bay 1, Cleveland coming to bat. As Cardboard Commander now joins us here at Jacobs Field. Just purchased Payoff Pitch. What season did you get, Cardboard Commander? Sports page is booming. It's been fun. Bald Guy Sports Games. I actually was going to make a point of looking that up, but I will deal with that. I'll deal with that after tonight's game. So, yeah, still curious about what season you picked up for Payoff Pitch there, Cardboard Commander. Starting pitcher for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays tonight is Tanyan Sturtze. 11-12 with a 4.42 ERA. 195 and a third innings pitched, 200 hits, 23 homers, 79 walks, and 110 strikeouts in 2001. Let's take a look at the Indians' starting lineup. Leading off, Einar Diaz is catching. Kenny Lofton is in center field. Roberto Alomar is at second base. Jim Thome is at first base. Ellis Burks is the designated hitter. Juan Gonzalez is in right field. Russell Branyan is at third base. Will Cordero is in left field. And John McDonald is at shortstop. Leading off for the Indians here is Einar Diaz. 4 homers, 13 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. And as usual, I will see you guys in the top of the second. Sturtze will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 3 is an in-play 96. That'll be a fly ball into left field. Back for that one is going to be Grieve. He'll make an easy catch for out number 1. Kenny Lofton, now the batter. 12 homers, 38 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Sturtze will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 8 is a tough 92. That'll be lifted into right field. Back for that one is going to be Guillen. He will make the catch, and that will be out number 2. Roberto Alomar, now the batter with 2 outs. 13 homers, 58 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Sturtze will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 69. That'll be grounded over to second. Waiting for that one is Abernathy. He'll make the play over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Tampa Bay after 1. Top of the second brings us to the middle of the Devil Rays order. It'll also bring us to the middle of the Indians order. Chris Gomez leading off for the Devil Rays, though. 7 homers, 14 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. This is the first postseason. Actually, this is just the second play I've done with Payoff Pitch. But I am actually going to use the combined cards for any players that were traded. So this is one of the things I actually like about Payoff Pitch, where if a player was traded in Payoff Pitch, there are a few other sims that do this, but in Payoff Pitch, if a player was traded, they do. Joe Bryan, the guy who runs Payoff Pitch, their sideline strategy, has traded players that carded on every team that they were on, and then a combined card with them. I know Season Ticket also does traded players, just not with the combined card at the end of the season. 1986, nice. From what I hear, that was a great season. Of course, I was all of one when that season was being played in real time. Anywho, let's come back to Jacobs Field for the top of the second. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 29. That'll be a called strike 3 on Gomez for out number 1. Second strikeout of the night by Colon. 1 down in the inning. Jose Guillen, now the batter. 2 homers, 4 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 3 is a defense check. Error on the second baseman. Second baseman for Cleveland is Alomar. His error rating is a 5. He was good. And Alomar is going to have exactly no issues with that one. That'll be a grounder right to Alomar. He'll make the play without any issue. 2 outs in the inning. He'll take his time with it just to make sure it gets over there with no problem. 2 outs in the inning, and Steve Cox, now the batter for Tampa Bay. 12 homers, 18 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 21. Swing and a miss by Cox. Strike 3. That will retire the side. Colon blows the high heat by Cox to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Devil Rays here in the top of the second. Still 1-0 Tampa Bay heading into the bottom of the second. It was a great season. You were 22. Well, I'm going to swallow the next comment I was going to make, but it was probably going to make you feel really old. Anyway, hopefully you'll enjoy a little bit of Monday Night Baseball. If there's anything, if you want to really see how this game is played, I'll do a shameless plug. I know Jester's played about 1 million games of Cardboard Commander, or of Payoff Pitch. But let me come back to that. Enjoying my playthrough this season. You have it on the background like the old school radio baseball games listened to as a kid. Reading war game rules and listening. Thanks for the kind words on enjoying the playthrough, even if it's been total chaos. I don't know if you're either in the Payoff Pitch group, but if you're following along with the standings on the channel, you know 2001 Cardboard Commander has just been complete nonsense historically. This is actually the first replay that I've ever had on the channel where the historical season champion didn't make the playoffs. Plus, this is also the first replay where neither historical finalist has made the playoffs, because both the Yankees and the Diamondbacks missed the playoffs. They both finished under 500, and on my channel, you need a winning record to make the playoffs. But we're waxing a little bit historical here. Jim Thome leading off the bottom of the second for the Indians. 45 homers, 77 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Sturtsy knows he's got to pitch Thome very carefully. A mistake is ours. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. Snake Eyes is an in-play 36. That is not going to Mars. That's going to get popped up about a mile high. Getting under that one at shortstop is going to be Gomez. He'll have time for a 5-second power nap before he'll haul that in on the catch for out number 1. Ellis Burks, now the batter. 19 homers, 47 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. If I can ever get a hold of the dice. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set. Here's the windup and the pitch. 4 is a ballpark 16. That's wheelhouse for the righty or for the righty Burks. That's an 87, however. That'll be hit hard, but it'll be hit right to Gomez at shortstop. He'll take it on a hop, throw it over to first, out number 2. Burks got all of it, but he got over top of it just enough to ground it to short. 2 outs in the inning, and Juan Gonzalez, now the batter. 25 homers, 30 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 87, and Gonzalez right at the top of his range, but he'll have a base hit to extend the inning. Two outs in the inning, Russell Branyan, now the batter. 15 homers, 30 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark 53. He's a lefty. That's wheelhouse. That's a 17, and Cleveland now has a 2-1 lead thanks to a boom! High, deep, gone! Home run, Russell Branyan. Cleveland takes the lead. 2-1 Indians. Stadium cheers. Yay! Sturtsy pitched a sausage. Branyan turned it into pizza, and the Indians now lead 2-1. Will Cordero, now the batter. 3 homers, 13 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark 75. That's in play for Cordero. That's a 25, and Cordero will have a base hit. He will extend the inning with a single. John McDonald, now the batter for the Indians. No homers, 1 walk against right-handed pitching in 2001. Sturtsy. Hold on. Oh, there we go. It was taking its time. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 32. That's actually going to be a wild pitch. That'll move Cordero up to second. That'll also be ball 1. We will do it again. I have a house rule that if you throw 4 wild pitches in a row, that's a walk. And even when there's nobody on base, I do count wild pitches. So Sturtsy will do it again. 6 is a tough 96. That'll be lifted into left field. Back for that one is Grieve. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But Cleveland will take the lead. 2 runs on 3 hits and a wild pitch. Cleveland now out to a 2-1 lead. After 2. Top of the third brings us to the bottom of the Devil Rays order. Here's Jason Tyner for the first time. No homers, 13 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Cologne, now with a 2-1 lead to work with after being down 1-0. Cologne will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 33. That's in play for Cordero. That'll be ball 1. We will do it again. I have a house rule that if you throw 4 wild pitches in a row, that's a walk. And even when there's nobody on base, I do count wild pitches. So Sturtsy will do it again. 7 is a tough 77. That's in play for Cordero. 6 is a tough 31, and Tyner will lead the inning off with a base hit. He will have a single. Indians will set for double play. John Flaherty, now the batter. 3 homers, 8 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Jump of 6 against a hold of 4 to try to steal. Tyner would also be a B2, which is not a good chance to steal. He will hold. Are they going to try a hit and run is the next question. I know I've got the how to do a hit and run on here somewhere. It's on the back of here. Yes, it is. They are going to try... No, they're not going to do a hit and run here. It's a little early in the game for that, probably. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. Actually, yeah, they are going to try a hit and run. I just saw Flaherty hits into a lot of double plays. So the hit and run is on. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse. Uh-oh. Let's see. If it's wheelhouse, we re-roll the 2d6. If it's doubles, we use wheelhouse as normal. Oop, that's a 31. That is not doubles. So, if the percentile is 0 to 49, that's actually going to be a base hit. Does he move over to all runners advance 2 bases on a single and score on a double? So that'll put Tyner over at third with nobody out. The infield, the hit and run working to perfection here for the Devil Rays. That'll bring the infield in as Abernathy will take his turn at the plate. Nobody out here, runners at the corners. Abernathy grounded out his first time up. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 10, or no, that's an 8 actually. 8 is a tough 5. That'll be a huge swing and a miss by Abernathy. Strike 3, that's out number 1 on the slider. Stadium cheers. Yay! 1 out in the inning, and the batter now is Huff. Huff is 1 for 1. He's got a solo shot. The Indians are going to gamble here. They're going to risk tying the game to try to get out of this inning. They're going to call the infield back to double play depth. The Indians are going to take a gamble here that they can get out of this inning because they would need an 8 or less on 2d6 on a ground ball. So the Indians gambling here a little bit. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. Fans here at Jacobs Field hoping the Indians know what they're doing. Colon will set, and he will pitch. Boxcars is a ballpark 14. Uh-oh, that's wheelhouse. This may have backfired on Cleveland. A 78 is actually going to be a fly ball into center field. Back for that one is going to be Lofton. He'll make the catch. That's out number 2. But it is a deep enough fly ball that Tyner will come in. He will score to tie this game at 2. Stadium groans. Ugh. 2 outs in the inning, but we are tied at 2. Batter now is Grieve. Grieve tonight is 0 for 1. Tied at 2, top of the 3rd. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 11, and that will give the Devil Rays the lead right back with a boom! High, deep, gone! Home run, Ben Grieve, Devil Rays take the lead. Four to 2 Tampa Bay. Stadium groans. Ugh. Vaughn, now the batter. Vaughn is 0 for 1. 4 to 2 Devil Rays, top of the 3rd. Philip Reynolds cannot be happy with what he's seeing out of the Indians tonight. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 6, and the Devil Rays just went back-to-back with Vaughn with a boom! High, deep, gone! Greg Vaughn helps the Devil Rays go back-to-back. Fans here at Jacobs Field can't believe what they see. 5-2 Tampa Bay. Stadium barfs. Blah. Here's Gomez. Gomez tonight is 0 for 1. The Indians are going to get some activity in the bullpen. They do not like what they see. Let's see. Let me check their rotation. Okay, they are going to get... Cleveland's plan right now is going to be to eat up some innings. They are going to get... who are they going to get warming up? Cleveland is going to get Ryan Dries warming up to eat up some innings. Because Colon does not appear to have it tonight. They want to try to get Colon at least out of this inning, maybe one more. Just making some notes here as it is now 5-2 Tampa Bay. Colon maybe having a little bit of stage fright tonight. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. 5-2 Tampa Bay, top of the third. Fast score and mercy rules are both in effect tonight. Colon will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 56, and Gomez will extend the inning with a base hit. He will have a single. Colon looking very shaky tonight. Batter is Guillen. Guillen tonight is 0 for 1. Dries starting to get loose in the Cleveland bullpen. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. He will set. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Gomez. Oh, I got my lineup really screwed up. Actually, Cox is in the 6th spot. And Jose Guillen is in the 7th spot, so I've had them swapped. So Cox is actually at the plate right now. Whoops. Guillen is in right field. Okay. Wow, made a mess of my lineup tonight from the looks of it. So Cox is now the batter. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 46, and that'll be a base hit for Cox. He will have a single. Hard grounder into right field. Runner on first will advance 2 bases because of 2 base movement. So Gomez will go to third, Cox will go to first with 2 outs in the inning. Batter now is Guillen. Guillen tonight is 0 for 1. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Tampa Bay looking at a 5-2 lead, though. Colon will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 25. Called strike 3 on Guillen, and the inning is over. And that out call from the ump is eye candy for Colon right now. But the Devil Rays strike big time here. 4 runs on 6 hits. Tampa Bay out to a 5-2 lead heading into the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third, and we're back to the top of the Indians order. Here's Diaz. Diaz tonight is 0 for 1. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is an in-play 32, and Diaz will lead the inning off with a single. Infield was set for double play. Batter now is Lofton. Lofton tonight is 0 for 1. He flew out to right his first time up. Diaz, not a steal threat. He will hold. Lofton will swing away. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. 92 is in play for Lofton. And 87 is going to get bounced over to second. Grabbing that for the Devil Rays is going to be Abernathy. Let's see if the Devil Rays can turn a double play. It needs to be a 7 or less on 2d6. Abernathy's got it. He'll throw that over to Gomez at second. That'll get Diaz. Gomez will make the relay over to Cox at first. That'll be in time. That'll be a 4-6-3 double play. 2 outs in the inning. Stadium groans. Ugh. Two outs in the inning, and the batter now is Alomar. Alomar tonight is 0 for 1. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 14, and that'll be ball 4. Alomar will go to first with a 2-out walk. Batter now is Tomey with 2 outs. Tomey is 0 for 1 tonight. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is an in-play 36. That'll be popped up on the infield. Gomez will call everybody off at short. He'll make the catch and retire the side. 2 hit and a walk, but the Indians can't do anything with it here in the bottom of the third. Tampa Bay out to a 5-2 lead after 3. Colon is going to come out of the game. The Indians are going to go to the bullpen. Taking over for the Indians is going to be Ryan Drees. 1-2 with a 3.44 ERA. 36 2/3 innings pitched. 32 hits, 2 homers, 15 walks, 24 strikeouts in 2001. His job is to slam the door, is to stop the bleeding for the Indians. Leading off for the Devil Rays is Tyner. Tyner tonight has a single. Digital Diamond is just being a little bit slow, so you'll have to bear with me. Drees will get some additional warm-up tosses in. Tyner will take a few more cuts as we have a slight lull in the field, slight lull in the action for Digital Diamond to get off its lazy hindquarters and cooperate. Here we go. (5-2) Devil Rays here in the top of the fourth. Tampa Bay trying to do unto Cleveland as Montreal did unto Milwaukee last night, and that is steal home field advantage. Drees will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a patient 73. Not that patient. That'll be grounded over to short. McDonald will have that with no problem. He'll make the play over to first for out number 1. Here's Flaherty. Flaherty is 1 for 1 with a single tonight. Drees will get the sign from Diaz. He will set. Here's the windup and the pitch. 9 is a tough 66. That'll be grounded over to second. Waiting for that one is going to be Alomar. He'll make the throw over to first for out number 2. Abernathy, now the batter. Abernathy's 0 for 2 tonight. Oop. Drees will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 76. That'll be a ground ball over to second. Alomar will get to that one too. He'll make the play and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Devil Rays here in the top of the 4th, and that is music to Cleveland fans' ears. What is not music to Cleveland fans' ears is that it is still 5-2 Tampa Bay heading into the bottom of the 4th. Gonna check something real quick here. Okay. Not going to worry about that right now. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we're back to the middle of the Indians' order. Here's Burks. Burks tonight is 0 for 1. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. 5-2 Tampa Bay, bottom of the 4th. Sturtsy will set, and he will pitch. 5 is an in-play 32. That'll get popped up on the infield. Cox waiting over at Gomez waiting over at short for that one. He'll make the play for out number 1. Gomez getting a lot of work tonight. Wangan, now the batter. Gonzalez is 1 for 1 with a single tonight. The Indians need to start hitting, though. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. 16, uh-oh, that's wheelhouse for Gonzo. That's a 72, and that'll be a second single for Gonzalez tonight. He will have another base hit. Infield will move to double play, where Branyan comes up in a very familiar situation, getting a nice hand from the Jacobs Field faithful, since he hit a 2-run homer back in the 2nd that initially gave Cleveland the lead. Gonzalez, not a steal threat, he will hold. Branyan is swinging away. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 50. Called strike 3 on Branyan. Strike 3, that's out number 2. Splitter goes in the splitter, gets enough at the bottom of the zone for strike 3. That is just the first strikeout for Sturtsy tonight. That is also the second out of the inning. Cordero, now the batter. Cordero is 1 for 1 with a single tonight. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 49, and Cordero is going to have a single out of that. Sharp liner drops in front of the left fielder. Gonzalez will go to third. 2 outs in the inning, though. That'll bring McDonald up to the plate. McDonald flew out to left his first time up. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is an in-play 16. Nope, that'll get popped up on the infield. Going into foul territory for that one is going to be Cox. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 hits, but the Indians aren't able to do anything with them. After 4, Tampa Bay holding on to a 5-2 lead. Top of the 5th brings us back to the top of the Devil Rays order. Here's Huff. Huff is 1 for 2 with a solo bomb. He started the scoring for Tampa Bay. Drees will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is an in-play 12, and Huff will lead the inning off with a single. Devil Rays continuing to get timely hits tonight. Infield, actually they're hitting period. Infield set for double play. Batter now is Grieve. Grieve tonight is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a 2-run shot? I think a 2-run shot, yeah. Drees will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 3 is an in-play 24. That'll be a single by Grieve. He will have a base hit. That'll be a sharp liner that drops in front of the left fielder. Huff will go to second on the 1B7. And the Devil Rays have something going on here already. 2 on, nobody out. Batter now is Vaughn. Vaughn is 1 for 2, but that one was a solo shot. Boy, would the Devil Rays love a repeat here from Vaughn. Fans here at Jacobs Field are very nervous with Vaughn at the plate. Drees will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a tough 36. That'll be a called strike 3 on Vaughn. Strike 3 for out number 1. That is the first strikeout for Drees on the night. As the changeup freezes Vaughn for strike 3, that's out number 1. Here's Gomez. Gomez is 1 for 2 with a single tonight. Infield still at double play, hoping to get out of this inning with no damage. Drees will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a tough 72. That'll be grounded over to second. We'll see if the Indians can get out of the inning. Alomar will have that. He'll make the throw to McDonald. That'll get Grieve. Will the relay to Tomey get Gomez on a 7 or less on 2D6? It will. Side retired, as Tomey will catch that in time, and that will be a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. Side is retired here in the top of the 5th. 2 hits for the Devil Rays, but they can't get anything out of it. Cleveland keeping it within 5-2 heading into the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th coming up, and we're back to the top of the Indians' order. Here's Diaz. Diaz 1 for 2 with a single tonight. Sturtsy will get the sign. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. Fans here at Jacobs Field hoping the Indians can string together some hits and runs. Sturtsy will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 43, and that'll help. Diaz will have a single to start the inning. Fights one off the hands, and he'll get a single out of it. Infield will set for double play. Batter now is Lofton. Lofton tonight is 0 for 2. He bounced into a double play his last time up. Diaz, not a steal threat. Lofton, not a bunter. Lofton will swing away. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is an in-play 64. That'll be bounced over to short. Gomez has got it. He'll throw to Abernathy. That'll get Diaz. Can Diaz make the relay? Actually, that's 6-4. Can Abernathy make the relay over to Cox at first? It needs to be a 7 or less on 2d6. Yes, he can. 2 outs in the inning. Stadium groans. Ugh. That is the second double play Kenny Lofton has hit into tonight. 2 outs in the inning. Batter now is Alomar. Alomar tonight is 0 for 1 with a walk. 5-2 Tampa Bay, bottom of the 5th. 2 outs in the inning. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 41. Alomar will extend the inning with a base hit. He'll fight that one off and get a single. Batter now is Tomey, and boy do they need Tomey to come through here. Tomey's 0 for 2 tonight, though. He's probably got a shortstop magnet in his bat tonight. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. Fans here at Jacobs Field hoping Tomey can do something other than pop it up to short tonight. Sturtsy will set, and he will pitch. 9 is an in-play 15. Well, that counts as other than pop it up to short. That'll be a single. Line drive into center field. Alomar will go to third because of 2-base advancement with 2 outs. Tomey will find himself at first. Batter now is Burks with 2 outs. Burks is 0 for 2. Also has a shortstop magnet in his bat tonight. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, but the Indians have runners at the corners. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 67. That'll be a base hit by Burks. The Indians will get at least 1 run here. I don't know why I'm going to the Devil Rays deck. I need the Indians deck. That'll be a sharp liner into center field. Alomar will score. Tomey will go to third. Burks will go to first. It is 5-3 Tampa Bay. Stadium cheers. Yay! And all of a sudden, the go-ahead run is coming to the plate in the form of Gonzalez. Gonzalez tonight is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Fans here at Jacobs Field starting to come back to life. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is an in-play 21, and that'll be a single by Wangan. Ball blooped into right field. That'll be a 2 RBI single. Tomey will score. Burks will turn on the Jets. He will score. Gonzalez will go to first. We are tied at 5. Stadium cheers. Yay! Batter now is Branyan. Branyan is 1 for 2 with a 2-run bomb. We are tied at 5 here in the bottom of the 5th. Sturtsy cannot believe it. That takes Cologne off the hook. Sturtsy will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a patient 37, and that is ball 4. Branyan getting on with a 2-out walk. And it appears the board is starting to choose violence once again tonight. Cordero, now the batter. Cordero tonight is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. The Devil Rays are going to get some activity in their bullpen. They are going to get... do they want to eat innings here, or... yeah, I think they're going to go with the eat innings plan. They're going to go with... They're going to go with Ryan Rupe getting loose in the bullpen. As all of a sudden, we have gone from a 5-2 Tampa Bay game to all of a sudden a tie game here in the bottom of the fifth. And the Indians still threatening for more. Sturtze looking at Gonzalez at second, Branyan at first. Sturtze will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark check, 19 for a righty. Uh-oh, that's wheelhouse. And a 47 is going to be line to second. Putting up his glove in self-defense is Abernathy. Ball will slam into it. That will retire the side. But not before Cleveland manages to tie the game here in the bottom of the fifth. 3 runs on... 3 runs on 5 hits and a walk. And we are tied at 5 after 5. Right. Top of the 6th, and the Devil Rays cannot believe that their lead is evaporated. Here's Cox. Cox tonight is 1 for 2 with a single. Tied at 5, top of the 6th. Dries will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a patient 86. Cox isn't that patient. That'll be grounded over to second. Waiting for that at second is going to be Alomar. He'll make the play for out number 1. Here's Guillen. Guillen is 0 for 2. He's struck out twice tonight. Dries will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is an in-play 58. That will be grounded over to third. Picking that up is going to be Branyan. He'll make the throw across the horn for out number 2. Tyner, now the batter. Tyner is 1 for 2 with a single tonight. Tied at 5, top of the 6th. 2 outs in the inning. Dries will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is an in-play 39. That'll be just a little bit too high. That'll be popped up on the infield. Alomar will get under that one at second base. He'll make the catch with no problem, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Devil Rays here in the top of the 6th. Still tied at 5, moving into the bottom of the 6th. Sturtze is going to come out of the game. The Devil Rays are going to go to the bullpen. They're going to turn to Ryan Rupe here in the bottom of the 6th. 5-12 with a 6.59 ERA. 143 and a third innings pitched. 161 hits, 30 homers, 48 walks, 123 strikeouts in 2001. Leading off for the Indians is not going to be John McDonald. They're going to take him out of the game. They're going to go to the bench, and coming in to take over at short is going to be Omar Vizquel. 1 homer, 49 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Let's get... Okay, here we go. Just getting this all sorted out. All right. Again, I apologize for Digital Diamond being a little bit slow here. There we go. We got the pitcher sorted out. Now we need to bring in the pinch hitter, also taking over at shortstop. I don't know why McDonald would be anywhere near a playoff roster. I'll probably have to wait until the top of the 7th to make the defensive change, but yes, Vizquel is also going to take over at short for McDonald. Rupe will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a ballpark check. 45, he's batting lefty. That's wheelhouse. And a 44 is going to be a little bit too high. That'll be grounded over to first. Picking that up is going to be Cox. He'll wave off Rupe coming over to cover the bag. That'll be out number 1. Batter now is Diaz. Diaz tonight is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Rupe will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 2. That'll be an ugly swing by Diaz. Strike 3 is out number 2. That is the first strikeout for Rupe on the night. 2 down in the inning as the heat is working for Rupe. Excuse me. Batter's Lofton. Lofton tonight is 0 for 3. He's hit into 2 double plays. On the bright side, he at least won't have that problem. Let me see if I can actually sort out the Omar Vizquel situation right now so I don't have that problem when we get into the top of the 7th. Nope. I will have to wait until the top of the 7th, which I kind of thought was going to be the case. But worth a shot to see if I could fix it anyway. Rupe will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a ballpark check. 4, uh-oh. That's wheelhouse for Lofton. That's a 30, and Lofton's going to smack that one into the gap. He's going to have a double. He's going to have a 2-out double here. Batter now is Alomar with 2 outs. Alomar is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. A single would be plenty to give the Indians the lead here. Rupe will get the sign from Flaherty. Fans at Jacobs Field are on their feet. Rupe will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 78. That won't get anywhere, though. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Back for that one is going to be Tyner. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. The 2-out double comes to nothing for Cleveland. We are still tied at 5 after 6. Top of the 7th brings us back to the bottom of the Devil Rays order. Here's Flaherty. Flaherty tonight is 1 for 2 with a single. Let's see. He has pitched... Okay, this is going to be his 4th inning, so we're going to get some activity. We're going to get some activity in Cleveland's bullpen, as getting loose for the Indians is going to be... They're going to get Ricardo Rincon warming up. All right. Tapping back into Digital Diamond. And yes, I need to sort out the shortstop question. I also need to figure out how to get this stupid book. There we go. Weird way I've got to do it, but the scale. Let's see if it'll let me put. Let's see if it's going to do this the way I want it to. Looks like a digital diamond. At least the defense. There we go. I was going to say the defense penetration button stopped yelling at me for Cleveland, so we should be all good there. I thought must have still been loading when I clicked it. But I think we're all good now. Dries will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark 39. Uh-oh. Ballpark 39 for a righty is wheelhouse for Flaherty. And a 14. Flaherty's just going to miss. He's going to get under it just a little bit, but that's still going to get to the wall. And that will be a leadoff double for the Devil Rays. And that'll bring Abernathy to the plate. Abernathy tonight is, I'm holding my book, 0 for 3. They're actually going to have him lay down the bunt to see if he can move Flaherty into scoring position. He is a C bunter. And that will be a good bunt. That'll be bunted in front of the plate. The only play Diaz will have will be to first. That'll be out number 1 as Flaherty will take third. That will bring the infield in and Huff to the plate. Huff is 2 for 3 with a single and a homer. 1 out here in the top of the 7th, tied at 5. 1 out once I adjust the indicator up here. There we go. Dries will get the sign from Diaz. Fans here at Jacobs Field hoping Flaherty doesn't make it to the plate. Dries will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 16. Called strike 3 on Huff. That's out number 2. Stadium cheers. Yay! Man, do they need that strikeout. 2 outs in the inning and another dangerous hitter tonight in Grieve. Grieve is also 2 for 3 with a single and a 2-run shot. Dries will get the sign from Diaz. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 38. Called strike 3 on Grieve, and the inning is over. Third strikeout of the night by Dries. But more importantly, the Indians the Indians dodge a bullet here in the top of the 7th. No runs, a leadoff double, and a sacrifice hit. But Tampa Bay can't parlay that into the go-ahead run. We remain tied at 5, heading into the 7th inning stretch. Sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." I will take a small break. Actually, that small break is also going to involve me getting my Amazon delivery, so be right back. The delivery is just a couple of specialty card stocks, nothing to be excited about. What we can get excited about, though, is tomorrow night will feature the return of Tuesday Night Baseball to the channel for the playoffs. Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the San Francisco Giants and the Colorado Rockies will take us over to Coors Field, as Kirk Reuter will be starting for the Giants after using Russ Ortiz in the wild card game against the Astros, and Denny Nagel will be starting for the Rockies. Whew. Bottom of the 7th brings us to the middle of the Indians' order. Here's Tomey. Tomey is 1 for 3 with a single. Fans here at Jacobs Field hoping Cleveland can get this game. They have not looked like they've wanted it so far. Rupe will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set and he will pitch. 8 is an in-play 87. That's not going to help them out. That'll be grounded over to second. Picking that up is going to be Abernathy. He'll make the play over to first for out number 1. Burks, now the batter. Burks is 1 for 2 with a single as well tonight. Rupe will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 5. Ugly swing by Burks, but strike 3, that's out number 2. Two outs. Batter now is Wangan. Gonzalez is 3 for 3 with 3 singles tonight. Rupe will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 9, and that's another bad swing by Gonzalez. He will strike out, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians in the bottom of the 7th. We are still tied at 5 here at Jacobs Field after 7. Let me fish out my clutch ratings for fast score. Actually, if I'm Tampa Bay, I want this to go 12 and force the fast score house rule. Because in clutch ratings, Tampa's a +2, Cleveland is only a +1. But we still have 4 more innings before we get there. Top of the 8th brings us back to the middle of the... Actually, Dries is going to come out of the game here in the top of the 8th. The Indians are going to go to the bullpen once again. Ricardo Rincon will take over on the mound. 2-1 with a 2.83 ERA. 54 innings pitched, 44 hits, 3 homers, 21 walks, 50 strikeouts in 2001. And while Digital Diamond is its slow self, we'll get the middle of the Devil Rays order ready to face him. Here's Vaughn. Vaughn tonight is 1 for 3, but that 1 was a solo shot. Tied at 5 here, top of the 8th. Where are you? Here you are. Ricardo Rincon. Okay. Now that we've got that straightened out, Rincon will get the sign from Diaz. He will set. Here's the windup and the pitch. 7 is an in-play 89. That'll be grounded over to short. Vizquel will get to that one with no problem. He'll make the play for out number 1. Gomez, now the batter with 1 out. Gomez tonight is 1 for 3. Rincon will get the sign from Diaz. He will set. Here's the windup and the pitch. 7 is an in-play 91. That'll be grounded over to short again. Vizquel getting his workout in after coming in to pinch hit. He'll make the throw over to first once again for out number 2. Cox, now the batter. Cox tonight is 1 for 3. Rincon will get the sign from Diaz. I was freezing on who the catcher was for Cleveland for a second there. Rincon will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough, rare play. Of all the times to get a rare play, let's see, we need bases empty, tough. Here we go. Let's see, a 94. Foul tip hits the catcher in a tender spot. Uh-oh. Check the catcher for injury. If the catcher remains in the game, remaining batters this inning roll tough until the half inning ends or there's a pitching change. If catcher is removed due to injury, remaining batters this inning roll on wheelhouse until the half inning ends or there's a pitching change. First, let me see if Cleveland has another catcher other than Diaz. They actually have a couple of catchers. Okay. And I think I know who they're going to bring in. But first, we need to see if Diaz even comes out of the game. And I need to find my injury ratings, or my injury results. That's not it. Here we go. Okay, Diaz is normal. And injuries, also I should mention, injuries are full-time. That's a 78. So he is injured remaining plus 1d6 games. So Diaz is going to be out for 6 games. Ouch. So that will mean Diaz is not eligible to come back. Let's see. Until at the earliest, assuming if this goes 5, he would be eligible to come back in game 3 of the ALCS. That is a big blow for Cleveland. So, actually, I should probably note that on Cleveland's side. So Diaz is going to have to come out of the game, and Ed Taubensee is going to take over for Cleveland. That is a huge blow for the Indians. So let me get the new pitcher subbed in, and then we'll do the at-bat over. Yikes. That is a tough blow to lose your starting catcher like that. Oh boy. Where are you? Ed Taubensee is going into the leadoff spot. And once Digital Diamond decides it wants to sort itself out, we'll redo the at-bat. There we are. So a bad injury for Diaz, probably pulled a groin or something, but he's out 6 games. Rincon will reset with Taubensee at the plate, and he will pitch again. Or try to pitch this time. 11 is a patient 92. Cox isn't that patient against the lefty. That'll be a fly ball into right field. Back for that one is going to be Gonzalez. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. After all of that hubbub, 1, 2, 3 go the Devil Rays here in the top of the 8th. We remain tied at 5, heading into the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th brings us to the bottom of the Indians' order. Here's Branyan. Branyan tonight is 1 for 2 with a homer and a walk. Rupe will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a ballpark 83. He's a lefty. That's in play. That's a 23. Branyan will lead the inning off with a single. The Indians need base runners desperately right now. Actually, both teams do. Infield will set for double play. Batter now is Cordero. Cordero tonight is 2 for 3 with 2 singles tonight. Branyan not a steal threat. He will hold. Cordero, they're going to let him swing away. Rupe will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a patient 6, and that's ball 4. The Indians suddenly have something going on. 2 on, nobody out. As a slider misses the zone. And Omar Vizquel, now the batter. This is his first time up. 1 homer, 49 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Vizquel is going to lay down a bunt here. He's an A bunter. That'll be a good sacrifice right in front of the plate. Getting to that is going to be Flaherty. The only play he'll have is over to first. 1 out in the inning. Everybody else moves up. One out in the inning, and the infield has got to play in as Eddie Taubensee now takes his first turn at the plate. 3 homers, 7 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Fans here at Jacobs Field are loud, hoping Taubensee can come through with a big-time hit. Rupe will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a ballpark 87. He's a lefty. 87 is in play. That's a 97. That'll be lifted into right field. Going back for that one is going to be Guillen. He will make the catch. That is out number 2. And I believe, actually Branyan, here comes Branyan. He's tagging up. Here comes the throw. Branyan is safe. Indians take the lead on a sac fly. 6-5 Cleveland. Stadium cheers. Yay! Indians take the lead. Batter now is Lofton with 2 outs. Lofton tonight is 1 for 4 with a double. We are going to get some activity in the Indians' bullpen. They want no funny business tonight. They are going to the closer. The Indians are going to get Bob Wickman warming up. Cleveland came way too close to losing home field here in Game 1. They want to make sure it doesn't slip away now. Cordero waits at second with a huge insurance run. Rupe will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 70, and that'll be a tough 70. Will be grounded over to short. Picking that up is going to be Gomez. He'll make the play over to first. Side retired. But the Indians managed to take the lead here. They get a hit, a walk, a sacrifice, 1 run, 1 hit, sacrifice fly, a walk. Actually, sacrifice hit, sacrifice fly, walk, and single leads to a 1 run. But that is enough to give the Indians, and now that word salad, a 6-5 lead here as we head into the top of the 9th, where we've got to see if the Indians can hold it. Bad news for the Devil Rays, though, is Rincon is going to come out of the game. Bob Wickman will take over as the Indians are trying to get Game 1 under their belts. 5-0 with a 2.39 ERA and 32 saves. 67 2/3 innings pitched, 61 hits, 4 homers, 14 walks, 66 strikeouts in 2001. Just to make the problems worse for Tampa Bay, they've got the wrong part of their order coming up to try to get past Wickman. Here's Guillen. Guillen tonight is 0 for 3. And of course, once again, Digital Diamond being a little bit slow here. Wait a second. I'm going to look into that a little bit later, but as I mentioned, the Indians are going to the closer to try to finish game 1 here, as Guillen will take his warm-up tosses. There we are. Okay. Wickman, 3 outs. Indians 3 outs away from holding on to home field advantage after coming dangerously close to losing it here. Wickman will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a patient 4. I may have spoken too soon because that's ball 4. Guillen leading off with a walk. Tyner, now the batter, as the infield was set for double play. Tyner tonight is 1 for 3 with a single. Wickman will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 87. That'll be way too high. That'll be grounded over to second. Grabbing that is going to be Alomar. He'll make the relay over to Vizquel. That'll get Guillen. Vizquel will try to make the relay over to Tomey at first. Will it be in time? They need an 8 or less on 2d6. No, actually, no. The relay is not going to go to... they're not going to get Guillen at second. Tyner will be thrown out. Guillen will make second. He had a good jump. Out number 1. So a good play by Guillen getting on his Jets. Batter now is Flaherty with Guillen in scoring position. Flaherty tonight is 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Wickman will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 42. Base hit by Flaherty. He will have a single. Will that score Guillen? No. Well, could they try it here? Sharp liner into center field. Guillen, I got to see how play at the plate works. Do they try it? This is a good question. And I know I've got a chart for that here because now I'm curious. I might want to try this part out. I know it's here somewhere. I've got to find it. That's rules for trying an extra base. I know what I'm looking for, but not where it is. That's the problem here. Oh, here we go. Attempt an extra base. Let's see. So that's into... We said that's into center field. That's a 1b8. Let's see. So the center fielder is Lofton. His arm is a 7. Guillen's run is a 7. They're gonna wave him home. Here comes Guillen. Here comes the throw at the plate. Here comes the play at the plate. Lofton comes up throwing. Guillen slides. He is safe. Game is tied. Right? Yes. Less equal to or less than both. Runner is safe. Tie game. We are tied at 6 here in the top of the 9th. As Flaherty gets on, Guillen scores. Stadium groans. Ugh. Wickman blows the save. Ouch. Batter now is Abernathy as the infield goes back to double play depth. Abernathy tonight is 0 for 3 with a sacrifice hit. That was an aggressive play by Tampa Bay, but it paid off, and we are tied at 6. Wickman will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 50. That'll be popped up on the infield. Thome going into foul territory. He will make the catch. That's out number 2. Batter now is Huff with 2 outs. Huff tonight is 2 for 4 with a single and a homer. Tied at 6 here, top of the 9th. Tampa Bay getting some aggressive base running as they have tied this game. Wickman will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set and he will pitch. 9 is a patient 3, and that is ball 4. Huff gets to second with a 2-out walk. Here come the Devil Rays all of a sudden. Batter now is Grieve with 2 outs. Grieve tonight is 2 for 4 with a single and a bomb as well. Wickman will get the sign from... Actually, we're going to get some activity in the Cleveland bullpen, as getting loose is going to be Rich Rodriguez after Wickman's blown the save. Wickman will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark 70. That is in play for Grieve. But a 1 is going to clear the bases. That is going to be a double, and everyone is going to score. Huff will score. Flaherty will score. Grieve will go to second. Devil Rays take the lead 8-6. Stadium is in shock. A 2 RBI double by Grieve. And now it's going to be Tampa Bay's turn to get their closer warming up. They're going to get Esteban Yan warming up. Wow, wow, wow. Batter now is Vaughn, and that is it for Wickman. He is coming out of the game. Rich Rodriguez now taking over for Cleveland. Two and 2 with a 4.15 ERA. 39 innings pitched, 41 hits, 2 homers, 17 walks, 31 strikeouts in 2001. And this replay tonight has apparently chosen violence from the looks of it. As if we've got we've got plenty of ninth inning drama here. As the Devil Rays have managed to come all the way back and take the lead. And we're right back to where we started, with Tampa Bay being 3 outs from stealing home field advantage. Holy cow. Fans here at Jacobs Field are in total shock with how this one's gone. This has actually been a really good one. I'm going to mark this one as a Game of the Year candidate. Because this one has been a whole lot of fun with a ton of drama. Rodriguez's job, stop the carnage. Rodriguez will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a patient 39. That is not stopping the carnage, because that is ball 4. And now Tampa Bay has runners at first and second with 2 outs. Batter now is Gomez. Gomez tonight is 1 for 4 with a single. Fans here at Jacobs Field cannot believe what they are seeing. Rodriguez will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is an in-play 93. That'll be a fly ball into left field. Back for that one is Cordero. That will finally retire the side, but not before Tampa Bay takes the lead here. 3 runs on 2 hits and 2 walks. And Tampa Bay now with an 8-6 lead, but we're still heading into the bottom of the ninth, where anything can happen, especially during playoff baseball. And now it's Tampa Bay that doesn't want any funny business, even though Cleveland's closer decided it was going to give up some funny business. Coming in to pitch for Tampa Bay is Esteban Yan. 4-6 with a 3.90 ERA and 22 saves. 64 innings pitched, 7 homers, 11 walks, 64 strikeouts in 2001. He has got the heart of the Cleveland order to contend with. Leading off is Alomar. Alomar tonight is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. And we started this inning with Cleveland being 3 outs away from holding home field advantage. Tampa Bay is once again 3 outs away from stealing home field advantage. We have gone back and forth in this one tonight. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this Monday Night Baseball on the channel. Jan will get the sign from Flaherty. Once I remember to get out of digital, once I get out of the lineup sheet for Tampa Bay. Jan will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is an in-play 40. That'll be popped up behind the plate on the infield. Going back for that one is going to be Flaherty. He'll throw his mask, make the catch for out number 1. Batter now is Tommy. Tommy tonight is 1 for 4. Still stands that a mistake is headed to Mars. Jan will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. Speaking of a mistake, that's a Wheelhouse 94, and Tomy's going to bring us within 1 with a boom! High, deep, gone! Home run, Jim Thome. Indians cut the deficit in half, 8-7. Stadium cheers. Yay! Burks, now the batter. Burks tonight is 1 for 4 with a single. Burks represents the tying run. Jan will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 3 is a Wheelhouse 44, and thanks to back-to-back jacks, we have ourselves a tie game with a boom! High, deep, gone! Ellis Burks, Cleveland goes back-to-back, ties this game here in the bottom of the ninth at 8. Stadium cheers. Yay! Wangan represents the winning run. Wangan tonight is 3 for 4 with 3 singles tonight. Fans here at Jacobs Field are in a frenzy. Jan will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, he will kick, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 98. Fly ball into left field. Back for that one is Grieve. He will be near the track, but he'll make the catch for out number 2. Batter now is Branyan. Branyan tonight is 2 for 3 with a single, a homer, and a walk. Jan will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, he will kick, and he will pitch. 5 is a patient 91. He's not that patient. That'll be grounded over to second. Picking that up is going to be Abernathy. He will make the play over to first. And of course, we have got bonus baseball here in Game 1. 2 runs on 2 hits. 2 solo bombs, one by Jim Thome, one by Ellis Burks. We are tied at 8 after 9. Oh, Jesus, Mary and the wee donkey. Unreal. We're going to get activity in both bullpens again. Getting loose for Cleveland is going to be... It's going to be Paul Shuey. Rich Rodriguez will stay out to start the... Rich Rodriguez will start the 10th. Rough night, no kidding. As for the Devil Rays, they're going to get Doug Creek warming up. Rough night, but it's been... Honestly, this has probably been one of the best pure games I've rolled. We've had plenty of lead changes, and we've got bonus baseball coming up. Top of the 10th, batter now is Cox. Cox is 1 for 4. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this, or enjoying watching this circus as much as I'm enjoying rolling it. Actually, is Rodriguez fatigued? He is fatigued, I think. They're going to have him... Actually, they're going to have him start the inning. We need to get a fatigued reliever card right there. Okay. Rodriguez will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough. 16 will stay tough. For a 41, that'll be a called strike 3 on Cox for out number 1. As Rodriguez freezes Cox with a changeup for out number 1. Batter now is Guillen, and that is going to be it for Rodriguez. He will come out of the game. As Troy Sawyer now joins us here at Jacobs Field. I forgot where I was for a second. Playlist was messed up. Had to create a new playlist. Lost an episode. Hopefully the playlist for this replay didn't have a problem, Philip. But I'm sure you're not talking about the playlist for this replay. Paul Shuey will take over for the Indians. 5-3 with a 2.82 ERA. 54 and a third innings pitched. 53 hits. 1 homer. 26 walks. 70 strikeouts in 2001. He is the 6th pitcher for the Indians tonight. I am really hoping tomorrow night's return to Tuesday Night Baseball is not this chaotic. But in all seriousness, you don't see chaos like this on those other channels. Replays that go completely nuts on you, a lot of bonus baseball, wild lead changes. Oh, yeah. Personal YouTube playlist for your channel. Okay. Oh, good Lord. Shuey will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set. Let's get the right side flipped up here. And he will pitch. 10 is a patient 6, and of course, that's ball 4. First thing he does is walk the first batter he sees. Infield set for double play. Tyner, now the batter. Tyner is 1 for 4 with a single tonight. Shuey will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a defense check. Error on the third baseman. Third baseman for Cleveland is Branyan. His error rating is a 2. Uh-oh. A 2 will just barely make an error, but that's still an error. That'll be a 1-base error on the E5. Shuey looking at Branyan like, you have got to be kidding me. What a time for an error on Branyan. First error of the game for either team. 2 on, 1 out. Batter now is Flaherty. Flaherty is 3 for 4 with 2 singles and a double. Cleveland fans can't believe what they see. Shuey will get the sign. Actually, could they try to bunt here? No. Flaherty will swing away. Shuey will get the sign from Tabansei. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a tough 59. That'll be a fly ball into right field. Back for that one is going to be Gonzalez. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Batter now is Abernathy. Abernathy tonight is 0-for-4 with a sacrifice hit. Shuey will get the sign from Tabansei. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 97. Fly ball into left field. Back for that one is Cordero. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Drama here in the top of the 9th. We had, let's see, a walk and an error, but the Devil Rays can't do anything with it. We remain tied at 8 heading into the bottom of the 10th. Here in a Game of the Year candidate. Jan is going to come out of the game, getting loose, or coming in to pitch for Tampa Bay, is going to be Doug Creek. 2-5 with a 4.31 ERA. 62 2/3 innings pitched, 51 hits, 7 homers, 49 walks, 66 strikeouts in 2001. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see if we can find him here. There we are, Doug Creek. Leading off the bottom of the 10th, we've got Cordero. Cordero tonight is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a walk. Jeez. Creek will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, he will kick, and he will pitch. 9 is a patient 66. Plunk, ouch. Cordero gets hit by the pitch. First hit batter for either team tonight. Infield will go to double play. Batter now is Vizquel. Vizquel tonight is 0-for-1 with a sacrifice hit. He's going to swing away. Tabansei is terrible against lefties. Creek will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. I think they're actually going to try it. Cleveland is actually going to try a hit and run here. Once I find where I had my hit and run, here we go. Cleveland's going to try a hit and run here. Creek will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a patient 74. Patient 74 against a lefty. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Going back for that one is going to be Tyner. He will make the catch for out number 1, but on an F8 with a runner on first base, we need to re-roll. If the 2D6 are doubles and the D10 is greater than the runner's run rating, his run rating is a 5. So doubles and a 6 or greater. Cordero will make it back. He won't get doubled off. So that'll be an F8 for out number 1. Infield will stay at double play. Batter now is going to be Tabansei. Trying to decide what they want to do here. Tabansei tonight is 0-for-2. What do the Indians want to try here? He's a D-bunter. They're going to let him... They're going to have him try to lay down a bunt here. Ooh, a bunt that's a little bit too hard. Coming off that cat-like off the plate is Flaherty. He'll make the play. He'll actually get Cordero at second with the play. That will be out number 2 as the bunt does not work. A bad bunt by Taubensee gets Cordero thrown out. Stadium groans. Ugh. Batter now is Lofton with 2 outs. Lofton tonight is 1 for 5. 1 for 5 with a double tonight. 2 outs in the inning. Creek will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set and he will pitch. 9 is a patient 81. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Back for that one once again is going to be Tyner. He will make the catch, and we have got more bonus baseball. A hit batter, but the Indians can't do anything with it. We are still tied at 8 after 10. Oy vey. Huff leading off the bottom of the 11th for the Devil Rays. Huff tonight is 2 for 4 with a single, a homer, and a walk. Oh boy. Well, Shuey will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 24. Called strike 3 on Huff. That's out number 1. Grieve, now the batter. Grieve tonight is 3 for 5 with a single, a double, and a homer. He is a triple shy of the cycle. He can't get it on his own against a righty. He'll need help from a rare play to do it. Shuey will get the sign from Taubensee. Right now, though, Grieve would take another hit. Shuey will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 48. That'll be a called strike 3 on Grieve. 4 out number 2. Another changeup gets past Grieve. 4 out number 2. Batter now is Vaughn. Vaughn is actually 1 for 4 with a homer and a walk. We're going to get some activity in the Tampa Bay bullpen, as getting loose is going to be Bobby Say. Shuey will get the sign from Taubensee once I get a hold of the dice. Shuey will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 61. Called strike 3 on Vaughn. That will retire the side. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Shuey strikes out the side. Much needed here for the Indians. We remain tied at 8 heading into the bottom of the 11th. 5th strikeout on the night by Shuey. Creek will start the bottom of the 11th. Batter now is Alomar. Alomar tonight is 1 for 4 with a single and a walk. Creek will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 1, and the bat will get more airtime than the ball will. That's strike 3, 4 out number 1. Batter now is Tomey with 1 out. Tomey tonight is 2 for 5 with a single and a homer. Creek will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 45. Swing and a miss by Tomey. Strike 3, that's out number 2. I think I've only gone to the fast score house rule once in this replay. Batter now is Burks. Burks tonight is 2 for 5 with a single and a homer. Creek will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a patient 74. And that's a fly ball into center field. Back for that one is Tyner. He will make the catch, and we have got more bonus baseball for you tonight. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians in the bottom of the 11th. We are tied at 8 after 11. Apparently neither team wants this game. Who knew? You'd think game 1 of a division series would be a big prize, but not the way these two teams are playing. Neither one seems to want it. Shuey will start the top of the 12th already. Batter now is Gomez. Gomez tonight is 1 for 5 with a single. We're going to get some more activity in Cleveland's bullpen. Shuey has been pitching well tonight, though. Getting loose for Cleveland is going to be... They're going to get John Rocker warming up. Hopefully, they don't need to go to him tonight. Oh, boy. Right. Shuey will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 68. That will be a ground ball over to second. Alomar will have that with no trouble. He'll make the play for out number 1. Batter now is Cox. Cox tonight is 1 for 5. Shuey will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 15. Swing and a miss by Cox. That's out number 2. 6th strikeout of the night by Shuey. 2 down in the inning. Batter now is Guillen. Guillen tonight is 0 for 3 with 2 walks. And he scored the run that ruined the save for the Indians. Shuey will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set. Oops, it is the 12th, by the way. I forgot to adjust that. There we go. Shuey will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a defense check. Error on the left fielder. Left fielder for Cleveland is Cordero. His error rating is a 3. .58 won't make an error. That will be a deep fly ball. Cordero back for that one. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Devil Rays here in the top of the 12th. If the Indians don't score in the bottom of the 12th, we're going to a clutch roll and fast score to end this. I think they're going to let Creek start the inning. If he gets in trouble, Say will come in. Bottom of the 12th, and we're in the middle of the order, here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez tonight is 3 for 5 with 3 singles. Creek will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a patient 33, and Gonzalez will get into one. He'll lead the inning off with a double. And I think at this point, I'm an Indians fan right now, if only because, will somebody please win this game? Branyan, now the batter. Branyan tonight is 2 for 4 with a single, a walk, and a homer. Creek, yeah. We'll go with it. Creek will get the sign from Flaherty. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a patient 87. Plunk, ouch. Branyan gets hit by the pitch. And that'll put first and second with nobody out. That will give Cleveland double play depth. Batter now is Cordero. Cordero tonight is 2 for 3 with 2 singles, a walk, and he's been hit by a pitch. Gonzalez waits at second with the winning run. Creek will get the sign from Flaherty. Fans here at Jacobs Field are on their feet. They're also exhausted, quite frankly, and so am I. Creek will set, he will kick, and he will pitch. 9 is a patient 44. Base hit by Cordero. Does Gonzalez score? That's a soft blooper into right field. Bases are full of Indians. The bases are loaded. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 12th. Infield must play in. Batter now is Vizquel. There's no place to put Vizquel. Creek is going to come out of the game. Bobby Say is going to take over for Tampa Bay. 1-1 with a 6.23 ERA. 13 innings pitched, 13 hits, 3 homers, 5 walks, 12 strikeouts in 2001. He will be the 5th Devil Rays pitcher tonight. This replay shows violence tonight, apparently. Cleveland is 1 base runner away from holding home field advantage. Tampa Bay is in deep, deep, deep trouble. There's probably not enough deeps for the trouble that they're in right now. Fans here at Jacobs Field hoping Cleveland can get one more hit, one more base runner here. Say will get the sign from Flaherty. Fans here at Jacobs Field are on their feet. They're frenzied. Say will set. He will kick, and he will pitch. Snake Eyes is a patient 61. Fly ball into right field. Back for that one is going to be Guillen. He will make the catch. That's out number 1. Gonzalez coming in from right. Here comes the throw. Here comes the throw from Guillen. It is off target. Gonzalez is safe. That's your game. The Cleveland Indians finally, in a mercy killing at this point, they will take game 1 by a final score of 9-8 in 12 innings. Cleveland will take a 1-0 lead here in the ALDS. Stadium cheers. Yay! Final line score coming up. Wow, wow, wow. Thought I clicked yes. Okay, Digital Diamond looks like it's just being slow. Oh. Actually, it might be Doug Creek who ends up lost because that was his run. Let's find out in the base score, though, or the box score. Ugh. For the Indians, 9 runs on 17 hits and 1 error. For the Devil Rays, 8 runs on 12 hits and no errors. Winning pitcher in all this carnage is going to be Paul Shuey. He will get the win. Doug Creek will end up with the loss. And that is Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Devil Rays and the Indians. Hopefully tomorrow night's Game 1 at Coors Field between the San Francisco Giants, who are starting Kirk Reuter, and the Colorado Rockies, who are starting Denny Nagel, won't be nearly this bad. But knowing my luck with 2001, it probably will be. Wednesday night, we're going to take a break from baseball as we debut Veil Wraith by All or Nothing Publications. Saturday, Mystical Munchies will start out of Titanic, the official cookbook, as we make the appetizer, fried calamari with pepper and tomato sauce. Sunday, we're debuting Shadows of Kilforth, also by All or Nothing. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The Cleveland Indians survive a scare tonight, quite frankly, by the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. 9-8 in 12 innings. The Indians take a 1-0 series lead. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow night.